Anfernee, when the team is kind of like struggling a little bit, you're tired and shots aren't falling. What does it take to kind of keep your mindset in a place where you just keep shooting, don't get frustrated, don't let the game kind of get to you until you can get going?
Yeah, I think we kind of understood coming into the game like how tough of a game it was going to be mentally and physically. Just coming off a long road trip, coming from the West Coast, practically be on a plane all day, and we knew that it was a possibility that we might struggle a little bit offensively, but I think defensively through most of the first half, I think we played great. We were getting stops and making it a game, and I think that's what helped us, for sure, just the defensive end until our offense came along.
On Media Day, you had said that you were excited to be a part of winning and impact winning and join this organization. Now we're almost halfway through the season. Celtics are now in the second seed in the Eastern Conference. What has it been like for you to be a part of so much success? And is it kind of what your expectations were? Or just like what's been acclimating to this organization been like for you?
It's been fun. Like I said, each game is something different. I think, just trying to find the ways I can impact the game. Obviously, I know I can come in and be aggressive and try to score the ball. Just the little things, whether it's crashing the glass or guarding my man. I think it's been fun kind of implementing myself into this culture that's been set and the expectations that's been set already as well too. So it's like I said, it's been fun. Obviously almost halfway through the season, and I feel like I've grown so much in a lot of areas, just mentally and how to approach each and every game. Just the attention to detail and the intensity that we play each and every night. That's the standard that's been set, and so I've been pretty pleased with myself and then obviously the team, how much we've been taking on that challenge. It's been shown.
What are some of those areas of growth that stand out to you, and how do you feel like you've grown as you've gotten more comfortable here on the defensive end of the floor?
Just being in the right spots, and obviously, just knowing my matchup, knowing whether he can shoot, he drive left or drive right. Just being locked in. You know what I mean? Not putting myself in bad positions to be scored on, or be in bad positions to put my teammates in bad positions as well. So I've been pretty pleased with myself when it comes to that end of the floor, and just gotta keep building, keep trying to build.
Kind of off of that, when you're feeling good offensively, how much easier is it defensively to keep that mental approach?
It's definitely, obviously, like when you got it going and, you got a little bit more offensive responsibility, obviously you get tired a little bit faster, but, it's been fun, like when those times do happen, just trying to push myself and, staying that same person defensively, being locked in and trying to pick up full and do all that other stuff. So it's been, like tonight, it was fun to kind of push myself and conditioning-wise to, keep that same intensity defensively.
Anfernee, you guys had 20 offensive rebounds. Joe mentioned it as part of the reason you guys were sort of able to extend your lead despite missing some shots in the first half. As a guard, as a guy who's spacing the floor, what goes into, being so impactful on the offensive glass, and how much are Joe and the coaching staff emphasizing that for you guys?
Oh, yeah, he emphasized it a lot. For me, like, that was one of the things that I had to adjust to was just crashing the glass. And usually I'm always used to be always the first guy back. I'm always above the break, and so sometimes now I'm in the corner a lot more, spacing the floor. I just naturally trying to figure out to just run through the nail, run through the free throw line, and a lot of times I found myself a couple times the ball coming right to me. So it's just those type of plays, finding ways to give us another possession. I think that, like you said, it helped us out a lot today. Got me a couple threes, paying a couple threes. Just those offensive rebounds helped us out a lot just to give us extra possessions.
Anfernee, Joe said he feels like once you kind of learn and understand the schematics, you can play even harder and be more impactful on the defensive end. How long did it take you to feel like you really did understand what you're trying to do out there, and then what has that unlocked?
I think, honestly, I'm still trying to figure it out as well. But I think when you understand like how we want to play each and every night, and you're doing it each and every night, I think you find ways to impact the game, in your own way, whether it's finding a moment to pick up full and get the ball handlers get the ball out of the ball handlers' hands and make somebody else bring it up, and that just disrupts the play. Just figuring out ways like that to, make an impact on the game, whether it's just something little like that or something big as getting a steal or getting an offensive rebound, stuff like that. So it's been fun trying to find my way into like how to make a hustle play or make plays on the defensive end and offensive end.
We call them Tommy points on NBC Sports Boston. And then offensively, when you do have it going like that. Thank you, Gary. Do you do you like when you can manipulate the defense, do you kind of revert back to the Portland days, or like how do you draw on your past experiences to be able to continue to dominate?
Yeah, I think obviously coming here, like, you got a lot of like good ball handlers, guys that can make plays and stuff like that. So like I knew that coming in I was gonna be able to. The game's gonna be a little bit easier for me. Obviously, there's always something that's gonna be harder as well. But I think like getting wide open shots, like today, my first 3 shots were wide open threes, and even though they didn't go in, I felt good about it because that's something that I always liked to get going. Like if I can get some wide open threes, and so I think that's one of the biggest differences. And obviously, in Portland, I was always used to being trapped and double teamed off of pick and rolls, and so when they do that, I mean, it's always an easy read for me that I'm familiar with, and I'm able to hit the seam or hit, the backside or something like that. And so it makes the game easier, especially when you already hit shots and now you got the defense at your heels. And so it just makes the game that much easier to get everybody else shots at that point.
Over the last several games here, you, Ugo, Luka, have really done a great job of shifting momentum in games off the bench. Is there anything in particular that's gone into that for you? Maybe just more chemistry, more time together, and what's it been like gelling with those guys and making impactful plays along the way?
I think it's just growth throughout the season. Obviously the beginning of the season, I feel like we were still kind of figuring out, the system and stuff like that, and so I think now like we come in knowing that we got to do whatever it takes to, get ourselves back in the game, keep the lead, extend the lead, or get back into the game. And so I think when we come in there, we're willing to do whatever it takes to, be positive in that aspect when we come in the game. And so we just been trying to figure out ways to do it. And each game is different, whether it's Luka getting offensive rebounds, screening for everybody, or just being a presence in the paint defensively. And Hugo just gonna go out there and run around. That's all I say. That's what I tell him is just he run around just making plays, find a way to impact the game, and so that's what we need from him. And so I think we've been doing a pretty good job of doing that.